Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to do another, how are they holding up, and this time we're going to do Fanstoys Snarl. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I ever actually looked at this guy before. I guess I could look it up real quick. Did I ever look at Fanstoys Snarl? Just looking through... Soar reissue, that was 9 months ago. Quick Wave, that was 6 years ago. Phoenix, 5 years ago. I completely forgot I looked at Phoenix before. I was looking over this a while back and I was like, huh. Let's see here. Thomas. Cesium. Stomp. Oh, yep, there we are. Sever, Snarl. 6 years ago. So, 6-year-old Fanstoys figure. Let's see how it's holding up. So he comes with the gun, like all the other ones. I didn't point this out in Swoop's video, but they're supposed to light up. But I don't have batteries for them, and I don't really care to put batteries in them. But they are there if you do want them. And then he also comes with the sword, which I had to dig out because I don't usually display my figures with the swords. Just because they eat up too much shelf space, and the Dinobots eat up enough shelf space as is. So there's those accessories. I believe it does come with alternate heads, stuff like that too. So head is on hinge swivel, so you get the left, right, up, down. All that works just well. Sculpt is pretty good. Same issue that we've been having with the rest of them. The chrome that's all over this figure looks amazing, but it does not fit with a modern masterpiece figure. So before we go into articulation any further, we'll show that off. Here's MP44 and the Transform Element Prime. And again, all flat plastics. You got some metallics here, but nothing chrome. So when you have a figure with a ton of chrome on it standing with them, it kind of, you get drawn more towards this because it's a much more interesting looking figure than this is. But it does make it set itself apart from the other masterpiece figures, which means to me that it doesn't quite fit well with current masterpiece figures, although it does still look good. Alright, so head, hinge, swivel, left, right, up, down, all that works well. Ratcheted shoulders. Go pretty much all the way around. You get further around if you move the tail out of the way. Ratchets out to the side. Bicep swivel, bends at the elbow. Wrist swivel. Fingers are individually articulated. All of these are pretty nice and tight, and the thumb on the ball peg. So all that works pretty well. Ratcheted waist. No ab crunch or anything like that. Ratcheted hips up to there. Ratcheted back to there. All of that holds perfectly. Frictions out to the side does not hold. That's why a ratchet to the side would also be highly useful. Bicep swivel. Ratcheted knee. Foot on a rocker and a tilt. And then these panels here, I believe they're supposed to tab in up here, but I can't quite get them in there just right. So that's, I'm gonna say that's probably more on me than the figure. And I don't want to force things either, because I don't want to break anything. But I'm pretty sure this is supposed to lock up here, right here, but it doesn't quite fit. And I think it's just because I haven't gotten these things aligned perfectly. Otherwise, they just kind of flop on the back. So I don't think that's what they're intended to do, but maybe it is. Let me know in the comments below how badly I screwed that up. And then the rocker here, that one's pretty loose, and unfortunately the way it's designed, it would be kind of a bitch to get in there to try and tighten that screw. So unfortunately that's just something I'm going to have to live with. But on the plus side, he pretty much doesn't need it. Sword. Let's see here. Pretty much got to tuck that thumb out of the way. And he does not hold the sword. Not with just the tab. You have to actually wrap the fingers around it. And it's still pretty loose. Gun, on the other hand, let's see here. Maybe. Doesn't tab in super well either. It's pretty loose. Fingers kind of hold it a little bit tighter though. Yeah, so the gun works, the sword not so much, but that doesn't bother me because I don't display them with the swords anyway. But it is a bummer that he can't hold his weapons properly. Alright, so we've done comparison with the modern Masterpiece stuff, so let's do Swoop. Sludge. Again, I think they look amazing together. You know, with an MP10 as your Megatron, and like Make Toys, or MP10 as your Optimus and a Make Toys Megatron as your Megatron. You know, I think these guys are going to fit in just perfectly. But with the modern stuff, I don't think so. So, but that still doesn't mean that it's a bad figure, and it's not a figure I wouldn't recommend, because I do. I think it looks great. It's just one of those, it's like, I wish they would just pick a lane and either finish all the MPs like this style, or redo these guys with the cartoon style. But, you know, we already talked about, like, the cost on that would be insane. But I do think it's a good figure. If you get it for a good price, I definitely recommend it. I would probably give him an 8 out of 10 as well. It would have been more because he is a better figure than the other two in a lot of ways, but because things like, he doesn't hold his gun, those feet are a little on the loose side, and his legs can't go out to the sides at all without it just completely failing on him. I think it's kind of, he has some issues. So, but other than that, I think he's pretty good. So yeah, I do recommend him.